Let's see, I'm going to refresh it. It says we're live. This doesn't say we're live yet. If we are live, if you're seeing us, okay, cool, we're live. Howdy there, true believers. Welcome back to New Orleans. I'm Superman Nico. What an episode! That was a crazy one. And the season finale. Oh, hey, what's up, Katana? Hello. How you doing? So this was season 4, episode 10 of Rick and Morty. It was insane. I think a lot of the stuff that people were mad about, if they were mad about the story train episode, this kind of just like forgave all that. AR 14237, bro, dude, we were right. It happened. We were all right about it. We were both right and wrong. It was Schrodinger's Beth. She was a clone and not a clone at the same time. Hey Ty, what's up? How's the puppy doing? How's the puppy doing, Ty? Also, Ty, did you watch the episode? This was a really good one. So, this starts off with Beth off in her space adventures. So, that was pretty cool. We got to see possibly what Rick looked like in his 30s when he was off in his hero phase. I'll say I kind of figured this was going to happen in this episode. Well, not exactly this, but close. I mean, yeah, we were talking about it for a while now. Didn't think it was going to be the Star Wars parody episode, which is also really good. I think this was probably the most stacked episode we've gotten in season 4. I was saying that this season so far hadn't had one of those signature Rick and Morty episodes, but I think this was that signature Rick and Morty episode. Like season 3 had the season premiere, and I think this had that same vibe. This was definitely like an S tier level video. There's no way to tell for sure. They cut away before the device stopped spinning. Yeah, we know, but one of them is a clone. Caleb Wood vlogs. So Rick, what is up? Caleb Wood, you got some vlogs going? What's up, dude? I didn't know yet. How's everybody doing? So just in case you're wondering, this is totally a spoiler review of this episode. We'll talk about it in broad strokes first, and then we're just going to dive right into it. I kind of already spoiled it, but it happens so immediately in the episode that we find out that there is another Beth. So, hey, I mean, it's not my fault. This is just how they decided to do it. And I think this kind of forgives all the story stuff that they did in the story train to be like, oh no, that could have been canon, what are we gonna do? But they obviously don't care. They showed you a little snippet, but anything could happen. They could use that if they wanted to. So let me know what you guys think of this episode. So I'm gonna be talking, you guys just tell me what you guys saw of this episode, give me grades for it. What do you think about this season as a whole? What was your favorite episode of the season? So, Unseen Minecraft, just saw it myself. Holy poop. Dude, yes, that is exactly my reaction. I think that this episode gave me the biggest laugh I've had in Rick and Morty in a long time, if not ever. And that's definitely something Jerry did. Jerry usually sucks, but he came in clutch. Ty says Rick is a clone. Maybe. He looked pretty dead, by the end of this episode. It could definitely be a clone. Carlos Andres Rivera Milano said, where's Mr. Poopy Butthole? I know, right? Where is he in this epic action scene? We could have used some of his kung fu moves. What is that? That is a good question. Razor, so many questions. I think you meant raises so many other questions. I agree. I definitely think we're getting we got some hints to Rick's past in this episode, like when Bird Person is just like, oh, someone like Rick is necessary when you have a rebellion. You need someone who can pick and choose between saving worlds and destroying them during the rebellion, which he said in that episode. I don't remember which one. I think it was the Get Swifty episode when Morty steals his portal gun for the first time. I haven't watched it. Sebastian, you need to watch it. It is chef's kiss. Jerry's bits were amazing. Oh, they were so dang funny, especially just in the beginning when he's just talking about his puppet. That was so freaking funny. And even the therapist was calling him out on being crazy because she was not a fan of the puppet either. Honestly, I kind of feel like they had to get the Tammy and Phoenix person out of the way so they can go on to New Horizons. Did love Jerri in this episode. Jerri was so good in this episode. I wouldn't even say that. I think that they were planning on doing Phoenix person at some time, and they did it. I don't think maybe this is a New Horizons kind of deal. I did get a kind of First Order feel from this new and improved Galactic Federation. Definitely felt like, oh, like, yeah, you defeated the Emperor, but here's this new thing, and it's better, even though it's pretty much the same thing. Although I do feel like Rick is going to restore Bird Person as best he can. Yeah, I don't know when he's going to come into play. I think it'll be something nonchalantly that we'll see. How do I watch it? Don't know, big bro. Darky105 YT. Is that YouTube? Are you got a YouTube channel? I barely found out that people put YT to say white, like, but only using two letters because it's like Y. I didn't know that. I always thought it meant YouTube. I thought everybody who has that is like a part of a YouTube channel. What were the big bits that happened? Just join the stream. Okay, so the big bits that happened. Beth, probably a clone. Don't know. I missed How Do I Watch It? Dude, this is spoilers abound. Don't know how you watch it. We usually set the link up. You can find it on YouTube right now, I think. Oh, there you go. So AR, if you have that... if you have the link to where this guy can watch it, go ahead and put it in the description. Totally cool to put in the description. It does mean YouTube, but sometimes it doesn't, though. Some people, I found out on Twitter the other day. Maybe, hey, Twitter can't be wrong, can it? I'm just kidding. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe some people think of it like that. Just went live on TV. You have to wait for it to re-air or watch it online illegally, not endorsing. Very good. Unseen Minecraft. Way to be responsible. I appreciate that. I wonder how Rick will be affected and deal with this. Quite a stellar way to end a season with so many unanswered questions. I wholeheartedly agree, because now the power dynamic has switched again. Because at the end of season 3, it felt like Rick became like a lower status in the family with Beth and Jerri getting back together, and now he is even lower because they're still together, and he can't really affect that anymore. But also, Beth is also as competent as him. He created his equal, for lack of a better term. It does mean YouTube. Okay, bro. Yeah. Soap to go. Is that it? Soap today, whatever the thing was. We had that a couple of days ago. Maybe it's on there. Don't know. But last week I was able to find the link and I put it up the next day. And it worked for like a good week. So just come back tomorrow and maybe the link will be down in the comments. Or just keep looking for it yourself. On Vidant. Okay, that's the channel. There you go. AR gave you the channel. Season 4 isn't on Hulu yet. RIP. Should be on YouTube, though, if you pay for the full season, though. I'm not sure, though, as I didn't buy it. Yeah, I just watched it on TV. Definitely totally legal way. Yep. So I had a really great time watching this episode. It was so dang funny. No more secret... I don't remember what I said. Oh, so there's no more secret holes in giant battle stations. Everyone has learned from the Death Star. They basically made fun of Rogue One because their plan did not work out. I just subbed and hit the bell because I think you're cool. I think you're cool, 105. I very much appreciate that. So, Clone Beth is real. We all called it. I put that in my notes because we totally did. Also, Beth has a great Dan Harmon doctor. He also voiced the bug cop. He voiced the doctor, and then he voiced one of the bugs in the very beginning. So he got a lot of voice work, and it feels like at least one Dan Harmon voice actor role each episode this season. Don't know why. Dr. Wong returns. Jerry brings his therapy puppet. She deems it's crazy. Then Beth was attacked because she was mistaken for the clone, or possibly real Beth. But at the end, with the Pocket Morty's advertisement, they said Clone Beth. So Clone Beth was the one who went to space. Maybe not. Oh, by shoving a pair of jeans in the front of a laser works perfectly. Yeah. So definitely not So definitely don't try finding a hole, but you can throw a pair of Wrangler jeans because they are just so dang tough. Not a sponsor. Just kidding. They definitely were. Did like the doctor. Hope to see him again. Yes, he was super funny. So even Dr. Wong thinks Jerry's therapy puppet is crazy and weird. Jerry tried to help, but he just sucks. That's what happens. All right, we'll see you in a bit. 105. There's an invisibility belt. Jerry totally grabbed Rick's crotch. Super funny gag. And then Beth is there because Rick seals himself off because he doesn't want to go to therapy. He puts the garage in therapy mode, and turns out that clone Beth is here to kill Rick because she found a tracker explosion bomb in her neck, Suicide Squad style. They throw Pokeballs at each other, which I was like, oh, someone's got to get sued over that, right? But I guess, I don't know, Cartoon Network has a deal with them, probably. Lots of people are posting clips on Twitter, though someone seems to be streaming it on YouTube now. There you go, Unseen Minecraft. You're doing the Lord's work down in the comments. Rick created his equal is what I thought in this episode when Beth was fighting him, because Beth definitely was holding her own despite Rick usually getting the upper hand. Rick is a lot like Batman in the fact that if he ever has any prep time, he's probably going to win. And he had more prep time than I think Beth had. Parts have been posted on YouTube as well, it seems. Although I'm really curious about what looks like phase shifting by Beth. It looks really similar to what the alien Jerry dated in that one episode. Yeah, I don't even remember her name. Akira? No, that wasn't it. I don't remember her name, but I know what you're talking about. The one that Jerry was totally racist towards, and who the girls who they were just using each other. Summer is a creep. She used the invisibility belt. Totally went to go creep on some dude, which was really funny. Morty also a creep. Just a couple of creeps. I guess they did what maybe most teenagers would do and were totally terrible and irresponsible with their invisibility, unlike Jerry, who gets it later on. We'll talk about that. They went back to a Shoney's. Rick maybe just loves Shoney's. That's why his memory palace is a Shoney's. He talks about a hero phase, and I believe that's the one per person refers to when he was saving Morty from doing what he calls a dick move earlier, I think in season 2. New and improved Galactic Federation, I think it's basically the First Order from Star Wars, the sequel trilogy. Tammy returns. It's canon, bitch. That's what I wrote. It's canon. It happened. It's great. Rick probably killed Tammy, and then he definitely did. He thought it'd be cool to have a space daughter. That's why Beth is a clone. He said, I'm being a bad parent, but if you guys stop fighting, we'll go to McDonald's. They end up going, he's like, okay, we love Wendy's because they gave us money. They are a sponsor of Rick and Morty. Well done. And then a sore spot was hit with Rick when Tammy called Rick a non-threat because all he does is hop to a different universe whenever he's found out by the government. I think it is so funny because they totally get what motivates Rick. But then they totally don't when they call him a non-threat. Summer and Morty working together is their arc. They use the invisibility moment when the Galactic Federation showed up was so funny. They're like, are you a telepath? And then he's like, yes. He's like, are you gonna hurt us? How strong are you? Can you totally can you explode or stop our hearts? And he's like, yes. And they're like, oh, okay, then I guess we surrender. It was so funny. Really good. Summer and Morty working together is their arc, and it is the best, and it's really just a great message. All right, so we got something in the chat. Let us see if I can copy it. Okay, let's see. Link to stream, copy. Wonder if I can post it. Maybe that would work. YouTube now, watch, blah 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 blah. You guys get it. You guys will figure it out. Good luck with that, but I think you guys will find it. Yes? Good. Thank you, Unseen Minecraft. Very much appreciated. So, we love Wendy's. I love how they use Tammy as a corpse to enter the ship. And definitely comes into play again. Both sides have issues. I put that because both Beths still have issues. one just being complacent and settling for Jerri, the other because she's just looking for her dad's approval. So it just seems like a lose-lose situation, at least in the other best eyes, no matter which one she would have chosen. And then we finally got a massive return, and this would be the biggest spoiler here, but if you know, where there's smoke, there's fire, and where there's Tammy, there's Phoenix Person. And we get an epic fight between Rick and Phoenix Person, which is so freaking cool. Totally anime, totally Mortal Kombat epic fight. I don't think we've ever seen Rick in so much turmoil. I don't know, because it was his best friend, or because Phoenix Person / Bird Person is such a skilled fighter, or because he's a zombie robot cyborg. If that's why, who knows? But yeah, he really put up a pretty big fight against Rick. And he looked pretty dire, and I think they meant it to be ominous towards the end, but Rick totally survived, and we're going to talk about how it was so cool. Wrangler jeans are built so tough that lasers cannot destroy them. We talked about that, and it was so dang funny. They just threw Wranglers into the laser, and it stopped it. So not little holes the size of a Womp Rat or whatever it was in Star Wars. So that was the Star Wars parody of this episode, going on destroying a big battle station. What else were we talking about? Oh, and then Morty just losing his pants and running around naked, and then those guys chasing after him was so funny. That heart defense, that was pretty cool too. What AR is referring to is how Phoenix Person was basically like about to just kill Rick, and it didn't work. Although before the real at the end about the switcheroo, when I first saw the two tanks with Beth, in each of them I thought he made two clones. Could be maybe the real Beth is still out there, maybe, I don't know, but I feel like it would just be it wouldn't feel earned if they're just like, haha, there's another Beth now. It'd be like, what are you talking about? I don't know. The heart defense was really good though. We're talking about Morty being naked and it being super funny. That was a good part. Because they were right. They gave the invisibility suit or belt to Jerri, and that was a mistake. He immediately pees on it, and now it's no longer invisible because he's the worst. And Morty is like, no, our teamwork was our superpower, and teamwork saved the day again because they worked together. He killed two guys off screen, and Summer was able to stop the laser because of the powerfully tough Wrangler jeans. But yeah, so Morty was ultimately right, but it would have been a lot easier with an invisibility suit, but without that, who knows if Rick would have been saved. So puppeteering saved the day. Both Beth and Rick were taken out by Phoenix Person, and then Tammy comes up and distracts Bird Person. She's alive, but not really. Jerri is operating Tammy with the invisibility belt, and it is so dang funny. I think that was the hardest time I've laughed in Rick and Morty this season, maybe ever. Kind of surprised that Phoenix Person didn't notice Tammy wasn't right sooner. Wonder how he sees. Yeah, maybe he doesn't seem like a normal person anymore. He loves Tammy, and so I guess that's how they were motivating him before. But she is soups dead, totally annihilated, which was really funny. How she died. Did she put up? I mean, I thought she was dead before that. She got flamed and shot through the chest, but then she was shot in the head because she made Rick go to a wedding. But more importantly, she killed his best friend, which is what he should have said first before ending your life. So yeah, that was the biggest laugh I think I've had in Rick and Morty, possibly ever. So Rick did his own mind blowers. He doesn't know who the clone was because he erased his mind, which we saw last season in Morty's mind blowers. So I guess we're not getting interdimensional cable, not getting Morty's mind blowers. So I guess the Story Train episode was our anthology episode for season 4, which is fine. I just wouldn't have started the second half of the season with that. No answer to who's the clone because they do the old baseball game switcheroo. That oldest trick in the book where you switch them up, the old mix-up. You have to watch them, but it didn't let us show because they knew people were going to be freezing the frame and picking which Beth was which. It's whichever Beth you'd like it to be. It's just like when they're like, oh, is this Star Wars thing canon or not? And they're like, do you like it? Then that's the right one. At least that's how they said it before Disney acquired Star Wars and they just destroyed the whole expanded universe. It was always just like George Lucas would be asked all the time, like, oh, so was this book canon? He's like, whichever book is your favorite, that's the right one. And so I feel like that's just kind of how that you pick your own Beth. It's not choose your own story. It's pick your own Beth. And I'm sure they'll kill off they might kill one off in like the season premiere of season 5. Like they'll just be like, oh, never mind. Restore the power dynamic. There's only one Beth again. None of the family seems to matter, or none of the family really cares that there's 2 Beths at this point. And Jerri especially probably, but they're glad to have 2 badass moms. Julio, what is up, bro? We said we'd be live, and here we are, baby. You reminded me to put an event. Like, you literally reminded me that because you put it on commented on the last video earlier today. Very much appreciate you. Thank you for showing up again today. Rick has Phoenix Person in his garage, and he's going to keep him there until he's ready to forgive or ready to talk. Who knows when that'll be. The end gag was super funny. Invisible Garbage Truck Jerri. I'm ready for that comic book. He tried his best. The fact that Beth got away with making Rick flinch, yeah, that was really funny. That just shows you how far he's fallen on the totem pole in his family in the pecking order. But again, super funny. So that was a pretty good end gag with Invisible Garbage Truck Jerri. I'm ready for that comic book. So this episode, after talking about it and just watching it, I'd have to watch it again, of course, because I feel like Rick and Morty episodes have a lot of rewatchability, but maybe because it's so new, or maybe we're not going to get Rick and Morty for a long time. I do think that this was an S tier episode. I think this was probably the most memorable episode of season 4. They're really ending this on a high note. I was feeling kind of iffy about this season, maybe because of the big break and whatnot. But these last 3 episodes, they really ended the season really good. I was not a fan of the Pro Mortius episode, but season 8 with the Vat of Acid, last week's Chilled Rick of Mort, and this one was so good. New series, Invisible Garbage Truck Jerri. New franchise, baby. They're trying to get all the franchises. But yeah, I'd have to say this was probably my favorite episode of the season. I love the episodes, when they're telling a bigger story than just the episode. So give me all that, pretty please. I think this seems like this should have been last year's season finale. I guess not really because of the Beth clone stuff, but like him fighting Phoenix Person felt like that's where him fighting the president last year should have been. So who knows? Because they kind of drew out that clone storyline, which I thought was really good, because that made us think like, nah, dude, you're not a clone, dude. Chill, bro. All these kids are making YouTube videos about here's top 10 reasons why Beth is a clone. I say that, and I'm probably going to make that video. Like, here's why she's not a clone. Like, comment, subscribe, leave a like down below. Make sure to smash that like button. Just get subscribed to the Patreon. At least on Rewatch, I know you can find on the site, like, as of 2 o'clock-ish, the watch, cartoononline.tv. Thank you so much, AR. Guys, go hit that up and go get that. Sometime tomorrow, that's where the link will be. And if you guys find the link, do not be afraid to put it down in the comments after we've gone live, just to help somebody else out, because we do get a lot of views after we've gone live, which is really good too. So if you guys do find the link, make sure to put it down in the comments so that way someone else can find it. Are you going to stream the episode live? No, we're not streaming the episode. We're just talking about it, Rickview and recap of the episode. We're pretty much done though. I'm going to give this episode the highest grade it could possibly get, above a S tier. Legendary episode. I think it was really good without spoiling it. That's where I watch all my anime and cartoons. Very nice. We got a couple people putting in. If you scroll up on the live chat, you can find some links for the episode. So thanks for stopping by, though. Come back after you watch the episode so you can come talk to us about what you thought. As a season as a whole, probably be like a B+, because there was some really good episodes, but I felt like there were some really bad episodes too. I felt like that. I think it's like watching. Now, I'm gonna lose some of you here, but it's like watching like a wrestling pay-per-view. You only really, it depends. A pay-per-view is only as good as its main event. It could be stellar throughout the whole thing, and then if you just fall off at the main event, it's just, you're gonna have a bad taste in your mouth. And I was thinking that this was kind of just being an okay season, but then episode 8, 9, and 10 really knocked it out of the park for me, so it made it a really good season. I'm not sure if I'd put it ahead season 3. This might be my least favorite season, but just because the other ones were so great. Nothing against this season or anything, but I do think that this is probably going to crack the top 10. Maybe not the top 10, but definitely a really good episode. And one I will rewatch for sure. Definitely the most memorable of the season. So let me know what you guys think about the episode down in the comments if you haven't told me already. I'm looking forward to season 5, episode 1. Now I believe it'll start off with a bang. At least I hope. I hope it'll start off with a bang. I don't know. I feel like it'll probably start kind of how this season did. Maybe not so much season 3, but kind of how season 2 and season 3 did. So, or season 2 and this season did, or it's kind of like a wait and see kind of episode. Season 5, I wouldn't expect until next summer, maybe at the earliest, and that's just because they have that 70. They got that 70 episode order, which they've already fulfilled 10 episodes of. So we probably won't get one probably till a year and a half, probably next summer at the earliest. Realistically, next or 2 springs from now, probably. Well, that's going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I very much appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching all the Rick and Morty. Like, I know AR and Katana have been here through a lot of them. Julio's been here through most of the season. I very much appreciate it. You guys have totally been helping us kill it with views, like leaving a like. No worries, Michael. Let us know what you thought of the episode. But you guys just tuning in has really done wonders for the channel. You guys have no idea. It has been so much fun to talk with you guys. It feels like I'm not alone when I go live, which is really cool. And if not, just start a new channel. Its only purpose to live stream Rick and Morty season finale. You can your own channel name and screen to bring more subscribers to your main channel. Probably. That's probably not a bad idea, honestly. I'd just be kind of nervous about that stuff. But who knows? Maybe we'll do that. Because I could definitely do it with OBS. So that's definitely something I'll look into. I think it'd be a cool way to get more people to the channel. So you're probably not wrong. So we could do that for season 5. If there's any other TV shows you guys would like us to do during the break, let us know. We're definitely going to get more into YouTube now that we're going to get a bigger space. Wasn't here last week due to camping. That is so funny. Because it ties into the last week episode with camping. I haven't even seen any episodes from the new season, bro. You gotta watch it. Super good. Too best. Dude, Mike, I know. We're leaving, but hey, Michael, put what you think of this episode down in the comments, like after we go live, and I'll totally keep up with you. Or you can talk to us on Twitter at New Old Nerds. We're totally there all the time. Yep. Okay, bro. Warm Million. I just thought you had great advice, bro. That's all I was saying. So thank you guys so much. We got to get out of here. But if there's another TV show that you guys want to do like this, Nettie, don't really get the ending. Talk to us on Twitter at New Old Nerds. We can talk about it. Or if you just want to stay here and talk about it after I log off, we can still talk about it. But I was thinking solar opposites for sure. Something I'd like. Are you going to do solar opposites? That's one we'll do. We'll get on and talk about it. I'll let you guys know. And like one of the uploads probably, I'll be like, hey, we'll go this. Probably not Sunday, but maybe 3 Sundays from now, honestly, because I got a lot of stuff to do. Give me the wrench, you glib glob. You don't think I'll do it? You don't think I'll do it? I'll do it right now. Boom. You did it. You are it. Comment right now and you'll see it. Thank you guys so much. 100%. Probably go do this for like The Mandalorian when that comes out in the fall. But if you guys want to see more lives, we're live every Wednesday for the most part playing video games, so you guys can always join in on those. Very much appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys for liking and sharing the stream and tuning in. Very much appreciated. Hope you guys all have a great night. Stay safe out there. I know tensions are really high. And keep it on out there, true believers. I'll see you guys on the next one. Did like Solar Opposites, only episodes though. Oh, Mike, thank you. And now you are too with that blue wrench. I'll see you guys later.